ready.
Neomi, so lonely, feeling me with love. Show me the way.
Did y'all hear? I heard sister was doing life behind bars. Oh yeah, after what she did to her family. Oh no, ma'am, she ain't gonna see life outside ever serve her, right, honey?
Call me by my name.
What time is it? Oh Lord, I'm gonna be late. I love this baby blue sparkle.
They look amazing with the dress. You're gonna shine tonight.
Yeah, it's late night talking to your girl Naomi. Y'all already have the gossip. But this is the place. Come on, y'all. Let's sit down and talk, shall we? I got some tea. You got the mug.
Act like you know me. Tonight I want you to show me.
Hey, that's you on the bus.
This is mine. I'm the winner. Welcome to Late Night with Naomi. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm back again for another Saturday show, honey. This is getting exciting. Y'all be like, what is she gonna be bringing this week? And I'll be like, what am I gonna be wearing this week? So it's a constant battle between the two of us. I wanna look good and you want a good show. But the news gotta be good, you know, for the show to be real good. And this week, the tea is piping, honey too hot to drink. I mean, people been crying about Peace Awards. Knowing they wouldn't give that on a good day at the end of the day. You guys like basketball, if the team sucked, are you giving it to the other team because they were poor sports and crying and shit? So yeah, I was just giving an example. If I was a pageant queen and I didn't win, but I thought, hey, I won 6 individual awards that are still going on, by the way, and I want my Peace Award. That don't have nothing to do with the other girl winning and me losing, but let it be an 80, 90-year-old man that'll tell you, even when you're grown, you still act like a 12-year-old for the world to see. So he literally let someone give him their award to make himself feel better. So let me go over here. Let me grab this Oscar real quick. From the act, but all these news reporters and all these journalists are sitting there listening to say 8 different wars. Sir, can you name the countries of every 8 you're speaking of? I'll sit here and I'll wait. No, literally give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll sit here quietly. We'll wait. Let him name all 8 countries he helped stop the war from happening. I want to hear all 8 from the beginning, sir. Literally, I can only think of 2 right now on 2 wars that's happening, but he said 8. That's a lot. So I'm asking. Can you name all 8 of them?
3 may be at best.
And then while you're at it, can y'all mention where I can find a teacher teaching history at 90 years old? Name the place. I'll jump in my car and go right now. Cause we got some cougars in this new year. Ooh, they like them old, honey. They like them real old. Just ask kissing for free, honey. They like to sit on my lap, daddy, right now. Now let's not forget, he wasn't even part of the soccer team. Okay, let's be clear. He just enjoys being a dictator and he enjoys the soccer game, so he thought the award should go to him.
Listen, you don't even play soccer, so why is the award going to you?
Just because I'm pretty. That's how ridiculous this man is to the world. This is what we're seeing, and listen, let me be clear. We don't give a damn about his followers and the least man your damn business. We understand you're gonna be there to hold his purse whenever and wherever, because that's what purse-wearing bitches do. He signed up for this. He could take the heat in the kitchen, thank you. I'm gonna say this one thing and then I'm done. I'm moving on to the day's movie. Some of y'all get butt hurt over a man who you ain't never shared a dining room table with in your life. Probably most of y'all haven't even been in a room with this man. He don't know you. Just like I don't fucking know you, sorry. But to go this hard over Casper the Ghost Girl, bye. And if it flew over your head, Casper means you ain't never met him, nor are you ever gonna meet him. So he just is your invisible friend. Chucky said y'all in friends to the end, dog. Now let's get into a movie of the week. This is gonna be a different week. We're splitting this movie into 2 additional weeks. Part 1 and part 2 will be back to back. And why? Because I just had to do it to y'all. And I couldn't fit my imagination into 50 minutes. I needed more. So lead movies will be split into 2, meaning the first 30 minutes is the first week, the second week is the second 30-minute film on our movie Fridays. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Normally, it just works out easier that way. You know what I'm saying? There are gonna be some movies that are full length, but most of them from now on will be part 1, part 2. That means you're gonna watch it like a TV show, meaning the first Saturday will be the first part, then you're gonna come back to next Saturday to watch the second part. And that also goes for the music videos for that particular movie. It'll be the first week, and then the second week, it'll just be a regular late night talk show with a preview of next week's movie. Meaning, if it's a 2-part of the movie, which it will be, you'll see that second trailer part of the movie on the second week late night with me, if you're getting what I'm saying, which I think you are. But that's the only thing changing when it comes down to a movie night. Is it gonna get longer, more epic, but more organized? Some people just can't deal with the long 50 minutes. Plus, I also came up with this myself. No one made me feel this way. I just thought it would be more exciting to come back the next following week to see the same film, but more of it. Okay, so the movie of the week is Demon Demon. I literally wrote this script 3 additional times and made it 2 additional times. Now, this is the 3rd remake of it. So this movie is kind of like a demon Harry Potter on steroids. It's really magical and whimsical. So we'll talk about my Demon movie later in the show. I hope you enjoy and are excited to see more as we sit down with the actors of the movie. So other than the orange pumpkin and his tantrums for the week, we had some shit going on this week. The week was weekend, not the weekend, but you get what I'm saying. Y'all tiring me out. I need a vacation. Y'all tiring me out. I need a vacation. And then, of course, the week went on vacation, leaving us behind because it's just mentally exhausted. So I just got to get that out in the open, how Nicki Minaj tried to come for Don Lemon, like literally told him to go suck her. And then it got me thinking, well, that's how that got you in this career. If she focused on doing what she should have did instead of bouncing on every other in the industry, she would have been a citizen years ago. But because she's a doll with no brains, her words, not mine. I just don't know how people can fix their lips to speak about other people when you got in a beef with other rappers and didn't even want to fight. Just want to talk crap and hide your Barbie head. Now she's sitting over here telling everybody else we are sinners and we need to go get saved and see Jesus. What does she tell her husband then? Because he's beyond saving. How about those apple pie pies? Do you got too many pink wigs in your closet to have a clue, Miss Pink Barbie? Or do we need a part 3 of you telling us how pink you are inside? And no, unfortunately, I'm not talking about cotton candy because that would be bittersweet. I'm talking about the simple fact there's no brains in that dollhouse. Sorry, Mattel didn't make it. Last time I checked, they were American made. Was that shade? No, that would be botched body under all that shade, honey. How the hell are you reading Don Lemon when he's an American? His boat is not parked outside waiting to be deported, but Joe might be running that pink wig, bubblegum wig you got sitting on top of your head. Oh, that's right, she's bipolar. She likes to switch it up when she's not wearing the wig. She's someone else, right? What is it again? Anika Snow White, whatever her damn name is. You don't need to be concerned about what comes out of everybody else's mouth. You need to make sure your husband don't leave the house so he don't target no one else. You and your husband allegedly got a lawsuit that is due on Monday. Yeah. So while you were Twitter thugging going at Don Lemon, pay that man his money. Our next article is about Brooklyn Beckham, the son of David Beckham. You know that amazing, sexy, hot soccer player that used to be damn good looking for years, made the girls drool? Well, according to the internet, and the internet knows everything, the son is not having it with his 2 parents. He's saying they've been all up in his business for years, trying to run it.
And Brooklyn is telling the internet he's fed up and he's done with the manipulation. He's not having it anymore.
I'm serious this time. I won't stand for it anymore.
I'm fed up and I'm done with the manipulation. I'm not having it anymore. And the son is cute too, very cute. The son was saying, Miss Victoria Beckham, she used to be one of the Spice Girls. Yeah, at the wedding. She just jumped in and was trying to dance with him and pushed the wife out of the way, allegedly. Brooklyn, it's pretty much saying that the family been manipulating him, trying to make it seem like his wife is the most horrible woman in the world when he says it's them who's horrible. I guess the son feels like, listen, y'all are famous, but y'all ain't gonna run this over here. I control me and I control myself and I control my future, regardless if you were a soccer player or not. And sometimes in life that happens. You have that mom who is the son of the attention, and there were women like myself that be like, okay, relax, this is my moment. And then you're either that husband who wants to support, or you're that husband that lets your family run your marriage and your relationship, and apparently he ain't one of them, Brooklyn. Oh, good for him, that's what's up. He's doing what he needs to do, hate it to love it, but I will update you more when we hear more because this is explosive. They're going back and forth with each other on the internet. Our next topic, I talked about it last week, but Lord, I didn't know it was going to get to be this messy. So our internet couple who was divorcing a man was out on the streets kissing a girl. And yes, I'm literally shocked because I am one of those that thought the opposite, but he was out here in the club kissing one of these girls and the world thought it was a trans. So I'm not alone in this situation where I thought he might have been on the other side, with a little bit of sugar in his tank, but the girl had to get online and explain she's a woman. And it's like your wife just divorced you like a week ago and the world heard about it. Why would you be out in the club just popping off and kissing girls randomly? Suspicious much, if not a great look. Especially when you're a father, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to make the world believe that it ain't what it ain't, but that's your business, not mine. I mean, the internet was letting this girl have it. They were like, are you the girl who broke up his relationship and caused the divorce? And the girl had to explain she wasn't that girl. Girl, I'm not the girl you guys think I am, and I am a woman. Yeah. No offense to the trans community, but then she tells her she didn't know he was famous. Then I looked and I'm like, oh my God, she's not one of those. They've been like, I didn't know he was famous. It's the famous gate. They know you're famous, but they act like they don't know you're famous. I feel like no one needs to do all that covering up. Just be who you gonna be and live who you need to be. If not that serious, regardless of whoever he is, I don't know what the hell he is. I'm just saying. It's like it's 2026. You don't have to do no explaining to nobody. Just go cook your food. Be the chef that you are. Now, this actor, AKA sometimes director, is being accused of going backstage and doing more with the stage, and it's not doubles than he was supposed to be doing. So his parents found a lawsuit against the actor, saying that he did certain things, inappropriate things, and the actor-director is saying none of these allegations are true about him. and that these allegations are being put on him because the guy was let go from a movie or a TV show that they were shooting, and this is why it's happening to him. According to the allegations, these parents are allegedly known for doing this very same thing a couple of times before. Now, what I'm confused about is the actor who's being sued for this lawsuit. His wife is testifying and telling the judge that these things are not true, but was she there? Because I'm confused. No, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't, but a lot of wives don't understand. In my personal opinion, I've experienced in my late line of work that the wife can be in the next room and not know a damn thing of what's going on in the household. I'm just saying. But I'll get back to the story when we know more in the details of what actually is happening in this situation, and I'll keep y'all on standby. When I know something, I will update you for sure. You know, I am frankly tired of looking at this woman. She is all over our commercials with this bullshit and what she don't know what. She looks like one of my adult entertainers. Not one of my adult entertainers, but somebody's adult entertainer, like one of them old bitches in one of them 90s films just trying to be polished and smart. Is it hard to be smart, man? You know, like if they were like, wait, can you give us like 10 minutes of your time to make this commercial about sending people back to that country? Thanks. Then you can go back to your minifans. Who is listening to her ass about anything? All she knows is the manicure and how long is my tan appointment and do I need Botox in this eye or the other eye? And then at that woman got so much damn Botox in her face, he was like, okay, she getting it at her age. And then you look at that bitch's hands and be like, why don't you put the Botox there? But just like the wise zombie man Epstein, you know he likes to have those people he find pretty sitting around him for shit and giggles, knowing she don't got no brains out of a tin can. And did y'all hear that the Orange Pumpkin said that Don Lemon need to do 50 years behind bars for being part of the church conspiracy? You want to talk about time behind bars, sir? While the only reason you ran in anybody's office was to keep your ass out of prison, now you're doing all this Greenland bullshit to keep your ass out of prison. Who are you trying to play, sir? It's mind-blowing sometimes to see how these people are so easily fooled. Y'all got him deflecting on shit that don't even make sense while he's ice skating. And you're so clever and you're so smart. You're the greatest, smartest person in the world, yet you got all these pictures and evidence of you sitting in boxes. Yeah. I wish you would stop telling people they go to jail or they need to go to jail. Just grab the cuffs, put them on yourself, and walk your ass to prison, because that's where the hell you need to be. So this next topic is about Miss Jennifer Lopez, Miss J-Lo, Miss Jenny from the block. Yeah, she named herself. There's this guy on the red carpet, the one who always takes the slow motion pictures of the celebrities. He was doing his thing, and honestly, it was hilarious. No, I made a statement last week about them walking the red carpet. I said her dress was cute, but I said she was a bitch to find out a day later the internet was not having it with her either. So the internet noticed that Miss J-Lo, Jenny from the block, wasn't giving him any eye contact or kind of giving them any recognition at all, kind of standoffish like a bitch, like I said last week. But this ain't nothing new for her because you can't change your spots and your stripes, so the internet let her ass have it this week. But then it turns around that the guy is a bit of a dick too. I showed the receipts on the internet. I let the world know he's not nice at all. Him and his camera, thinking he's high and mighty, too good for the world. So according to this woman who was trying to be a client, she wanted him and his big oversized camera to work her wedding, but he kept saying to her, can you afford it? Can you afford me? Can you afford my camera? Was acting very uppity and high diddy, not that diddy, but just saying stuff to her like, I don't know, would you be able to afford this camera? It's very expensive and I only do the Oscars. You know, a year after the year we've seen him, he looked like America's sweetheart with that long, beautiful, flowing hair, but at the end of the day, looks can be deceiving, apparently. So I guess defending J-Lo in this situation was the right thing to do, being that both of them hang in the same club of I took my own horn and ride my own bus, and I'm that girl, no autographs. Now we have 2 more topics, and we're closing up to talk about my movie, Demon. So did you guys hear about Linnell, the comedian who's dating LB Shore? Let me tell y'all, I love me some Linnell. She is so funny, and I wish when Wendy stopped doing her show that she kind of replaced Wendy, but they ended up giving Sherry Shepherd. No offense to Sherry Shepherd, I guess, but at the end of the day, it's like, I guess they wanted to cater to the white girl masses by choosing her, because she's not that funny to me. But if they're really dating good for you, girl, you deserve that you're showing that big girls can get it too. Yes, ma'am, honey. Go ahead, girl. Get your man. Did you guys hear about the pastor that is supposed to be like a pastor by day and ICE agent by night? Well, accordingly, he do both, and he believes in God and his Savior while condemning others. Isn't that some weird shit? Like he's praying and telling you things about the Lord, and then in the same sentence, he's like, oh, I gotta send some people back to their countries, but keep praying and read the Bible. Yeah. Well, protesters stormed that motherfucker like it was 1999 because they wasn't having the simple fact that you were there praying for people, but also sending people away while backing behind Jesus. So that's where Don Lemon come in when they say he was there recording or some shit, but y'all always see the bad in everyone else, but y'all damn self-reflecting on reflections. When we ask y'all to pull up the documents, pull up the receipt, pull up the business, that means business, where y'all stand on business and then y'all reflect and y'all want to talk about Don Lemon. We are still waiting for those receipts. Hold on. I got a box of receipts right here. Let me pour it out onto the table. I'm going to look right through it real quick. But that's okay. That pastor's gonna get on the MBTA bus and ride straight to hell with all the other people that didn't stand on business and treated other human beings like they're not worthy of love. Okay, y'all, enough of these topics. Let's get to the prize that we all been waiting for. A Demon, my movie of the week from my Friday movie theater. Now, this movie is about a young man whose father needs him to marry another princess in a different kingdom so he doesn't lose his riches and his kingdom because he's going broke. Welcome back. We turn now to this dramatic confrontation. Father, I cannot marry her.
But if you do not secure this deal, the kingdom will fall.
So our character, Jurgen, spends 2 films, because it's a part 1 of the part 2, establish that for you guys, trying to get out of this marriage and find a different way to save the kingdom. This movie is full of dragons, demons, and everything in between. So let's check out this trailer of the movie, Demon. This is the movie. Let's talk to them now. Interview starts now.
We are the cast of Demon, and we're here to talk about the movie.
This movie is incredible. That's all I have to say. And the director broke it down into 2 parts. The first on a channel.
So big, it just made sense to break it down in 2 parts, so we're not missing any of the magic in his film.
This film is great. My character is great, and it sent a great message.
Yeah.
Like Naomi said earlier, my character in the movie plays a guy who's struggling with following his father's orders by marrying a queen.
I know we're friends, but this isn't my life. You can't make me do this, Father. I won't.
The dragons and magic in this film are incredible.
Yeah, but what really makes it interesting is Summer. The fact that she's half human and half demon.
The princess my father wants me to marry is only half demon, like me. But the one I love, she's a full demon.
All of us have pet dragons in the movie. Now, this is not like trainer dragon, but we happen to all own dragons, like you guys own pets and cats and dogs.
Some of us in the movie learning how to use our magic, and some of them are veterans when it comes down to magic, so you are going on a journey with us on figuring out our lives in the movie.
So normally on a movie night, Fridays on Neomi Cinema, you watch the movie and the movie is over. But with this particular movie, you're going to come this week and then you have to come back next week. Go get your tickets. Before you leave the Neomi theater, not the regular theater, buy some more tickets for the next week and come see it again.
So let's check out a trailer, a sneak peek of our film, Demon. You guys are gonna love this film. Fantasy nerds out there.
I already know this, but as soon as we get married and everything is finalized and done, as soon as my kingdom starts earning its money, I'm marrying the girl that I truly love.
All of demons have some type of power and you just haven't discovered yours yet. You haven't made the time. Maybe I'll teach you someday. I'm beat. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed, so we can do this tomorrow. We can sit down and we can have maybe dinner or the dessert you mentioned, but not right now. I'm whipped.
I'm not trying to be a older brother or anything because we grew up together, but I'm just saying, you jumped into unknown portal is not a great idea.
Problem, not a problem. What does that have to do with my sister? My sister can't even leave the kingdom. You think my father would settle for that?
Watch the trailer of Demon, and I hope you thought it looked great and awesome. And if you thought so, it's Friday on our Movie Cinema channel right here. See you there. Back to you and Naomi.
Okay, we're back from the cast of Demon, and they gave you a little trailer on the 2-part series that will be on our theater this Friday, so go and check it out. It's so cool. And I want to be clear, I said some movies will be 2-part, 3-part series, but other ones will just be a long 50-minute movie. It just depends on the script and how it comes out. But I'm not going to give those secrets away. You're just going to have to tune in every Saturday to see what you're getting. This show is the sneak peek. I'm not giving any more sneak peek out. Okay, so now it's that time for us to get into the soundtrack movie of the week, the music video. So let's check out Demon's music video right now.
Why don't you leave me? You're just here to deceive me. You planned evil. This is hell at eternity. I'm trying to leave him. He's a sticky one. That damn son of God. Try to possess me, but God bless me, it's an exorcism. Get the Bibles out, the spirit is just not right. Demon spawn, he just want me to hear. I get them out of my head, trying to be free of them, they screaming close to me, the power reside in me. Just you wait and see. Why don't you leave me? You're just here to see me. You plenty of. This is hell and eternity. I'm finally with him. He's a sticky one, that damn son of God. He knew my master plan. It's so unhinged. Chains can't keep me hinged. Close your eyes and count to 10. Demon, demon. He lives within. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I open my eyes. I hope he's gone by then. Demon, demon, demon. Why don't you leave me? You're just here to see me. You could evil. This is time and eternity. This is time and eternity. I'm trying to leave him. He's a sticky one. That son of God.
We're back from the trailer. Thank you for watching. I had so much fun making it. It looks very dark, but I promise you it's whimsical. I love this song too. It's so amazing. And speaking of music, I have a playlist album on all music services, so go check that out. And I want to clear up one thing before I go. Demon is not demonic, nor does it encourage anything evil or devilish. You can still read your Bible before and after. It has nothing to do with devils or Satan, and they just happen to have horns on their heads like a unicorn, but the story is organic. And do not forget this Monday to check out my new anticipated season 2 of the Naomi Talk Show. We're in season 2, obviously, so. And I can't forget to mention my husband's new show, Morning News with Jay, and go check that out on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday it premieres, so make sure you go support that too. Thanks. I'll be here next week for part 2 of Demons. Let's not forget, it'll be part 2 next week, so I'll come back with the trailer, and I got a special video as well next week. See you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and of course share. And bye guys. See you next week. Have a good weekend.